Good evening, everyone. So we'll just wait for a few minutes until other attendees also join the session. Okay. So till then, be on hold, or else if you have any questions or queries, you can just post it on chat box. Okay. Okay, everyone. So now we'll start our session. Okay. So good. Hello, everyone. Good evening. So welcome to the Python with summer training in Python with AI and ML. Okay. So now let's begin the session. Okay. So today we are going to discuss about the OpenCV and computer vision. Okay, OpenCV for computer vision. So we are going to discuss about the OpenCV library and how it is used for computer vision. So these are the things that we are going to discuss in today's class. So what is computer vision? Computer vision. So computer vision, it is a field. So it will enable computers to interpret and make decisions based on visual data from the world. So I can say it is a branch where computers, they are going to make decisions on whatever the visual data they see. Visual data is nothing but what? Something like images, videos. Okay. So these all are visual data, right? So something, so it is a computer vision, it is a field, it will enable computers to make decisions. It will make decisions, or it will interpret the data. It will interpret and it will make decisions based on visual data that it is available to it. Okay. So computer, there are different tasks that the computer vision performs. So it will perform many tasks. Okay. So computer vision is mainly used in machine learning to deal with visionary data like images or videos. So it performs various tasks like object detection. I've shown you here object detection. So object detection, it is process of finding the possible instances of real world objects. Okay. And image classification. Computer vision, we can also use computer vision to classify the image, like what class the object belongs to. Image classification, we are going to classify the image. Okay. Like to it at what class the object belongs to. And image captioning, we are going to use computer vision even for image captioning. So when you look at an image and you can just describe, like you can see subtitles in movie, right? When you look at the subtitles in movie, or else sometimes in between, you'll be getting the actions of the actors in the movie, right? So by by looking at an image or any video, by looking at an image, so here we are discussing about image. So by looking at an image, and it describes what is happening in image. So that is what image captioning is. Image reconstruction. So it is also used in image recognition, and it is also used in image reconstruction. Image recognition in the sense what is the type of image, what is there in the image. So we can use computer vision even for image recognition, and even I can use it for image reconstruction. Like what is missing in an image in order to reconstruct it. Sometimes we want to reconstruct something in my image. So what is missing in my image so that I can reconstruct it. So these are the different tasks a computer vision performs. I hope you got a clear idea of computer vision. Yeah. So if you have any thoughts in this computer vision, okay. So computer vision, it is just like a field. It is a field or it is a branch. It enables computers. So computers can perform some manipulations or decisions. Computer can manipulate and make decisions on visual data. That is what a computer vision is. Okay. So these are the tasks that a computer vision performs. Okay. So now I'm going to discuss about OpenCV. So OpenCV. So you might be thinking, what is OpenCV? Okay. Sometimes in our projects we want to deal with images, videos, or any visual data. So in that, a computer should enable this vision. Then, in order to deal with the projects which has like image processing or any dealing with visionary data, then we should use OpenCV library. Okay. So OpenCV, it is an open source computer vision and machine learning software library. It is an open source library. Anyone can use it. It's not restricted to use. So anyone can use the OpenCV library. Okay. And it is used for computer vision and machine learning. Okay. And image processing, it is an image processing library. It is created by Intel. So sometimes what happens, digital images, sometimes we need to deal with digital images, right? So in order to deal with digital images, I'll be using OpenCV. So this is image processing library. So, and who has created this OpenCV library? Intel. Okay. And it also provides a facility for machines. So the machines can, by using this library, machines can recognize faces or objects. So by using this library, a machine, it will learn how to, like, the machine will learn. 1 minute. Yeah. So is my screen visible to you all? Yeah. Okay. So by using machine learning, so it will provide the facility for machines to recognize faces or objects. Sometimes machines need to be trained. Okay. So what is actually AI? We are training machines to to behave like a humans. So machine, they cannot understand, they cannot recognize faces or objects. So we are going to train the machines to recognize faces or objects. And for that, we are going to use OpenCV library in our projects. Okay. So yeah. So how to install OpenCV? So we are using OpenCV. We can use it in Python. Okay. But how to install it? So when you have installed the Python for your for your code running and all, so and also we can install. Then there will be a pip install for that in Python. So we can just use this command in command prompt. Wait, just let me show you these things. So to install OpenCV, we are just going to write the command pip install OpenCV Python in our command prompt. Okay. So how to install OpenCV? You are going to run this command. So in our Windows, we'll be having command prompt. Okay. So in that command prompt, we are going to write pip install OpenCV Python. Then it will install the OpenCV in this in our computer. Okay. So to install it, we should write this command in the command prompt. Okay. And to import the library, okay, I've installed OpenCV in my computer. Now I've installed my OpenCV in computer. Now I want to use that in my code. So to use that in my code, I'm just going to use this line import CV2. So to import the library in our code, then we are going to use import CV2. Okay. Yeah, guys, just wait for 1 minute. My system is giving trouble. So now I'm going to show you how this will work. Okay. So now my screen, hope my screen is visible. So, yeah. So I said to install OpenCV in our computer, we need to install OpenCV in our computer. We just need to type this command pip install OpenCV Python. So I'm going to show you how to install OpenCV Python. In my system, it's already installed. Okay. So, but I'm going to show you how to install in your computer because I said you need to do along with me. Okay. So you need to open command prompt in your Windows. Just I'm going to use this command, whatever I've said you, pip install OpenCV Python, and then I'm going to run. So see, here it is showing requirement already satisfied because in my computer OpenCV Python is already installed. So, but in your computers to install OpenCV, you're going to use this command pip install OpenCV Python, then enter. So the OpenCV will be installed. Now I want to use this, whatever I've installed this library. Now I want to use it in my code. Okay. So now I'll open PyCharm. So I'll be using PyCharm for projects today, for showing you projects today. So you can download PyCharm through Chrome. Okay. PyCharm, we can even practice codes and you can even build projects in PyCharm. Okay. So now I want to see whether my package is imported or not. Okay. In my code, I want to import now I want to import this package. How can I get to know that to import this package is imported or not? So for that, I'm just adding this line package imported. But why we are using this package? We are dealing now, today we are going to deal with the projects that will deal with visionary data. Okay. So for that, I'm going to add this library OpenCV. So import CV2. CV2 is our version. This is a new version we are using. And I'm printing this line, print package imported. So now if I run this current file, in the output, you can see that package is imported. So now we are sure that, okay, now the package is working and I have installed my package. And now I can easily add this package or library to my code, any code that I want to perform. Okay. So now that's what here. So to import the library, I'm going to use import CV2 command. Okay. So now we are going to deal with the images. So, okay, to read and display and writing images in our codes using OpenCV. For that, we are having different functions. Okay. Now, first of all, I'm having IMREAD. This is image read function. Okay. So, image read function, it enables to load images into our programs. Now, I want to add some image I want to manipulate some task to that image, or I want to perform some specific task to that image. So for that, I'm going to use image read function. So it enables us to load images into our programs. So, but how can I load my image? Whatever image I want to work in my computer, I want to work with some image. Okay. So how can I load that image into our programs? I'm going to use this line cv2.imread path comma flag is equal to cv2.imread color. For that, I'm going to explain each of these things. Okay. First, cv2.imageRead. This will read the image, or else it will load the images into our programs. Okay. Now, what is path here? The path here we are using it is a string. It represents a path of image to be read. So where the image is located in our files, that is what you are going to display here. That is what path. Okay. What is path? It is the where our image is present in our files. That is what we are going to display here as path. And I've also showed flag is equal to flag. Here it is optional, but it specifies now the image can be read. Okay. So if I use image read color can be any color like grayscale, grayscale means black and white. It loads the image in grayscale format. And I can also load the image in VGR, that is blue, green, red format. But blue, green, red format, it is a default format. Okay. So this is what the function image read. And we have another function image show. So why we are going to use this image show function in OpenCV is to display an image. So to display an image, okay, we have performed all the tasks to the image. I want to perform few operations on my image. I perform. Now I want to view the image, whatever I have performed. Okay. Or I want to view my output image. For that, I'm going to use image show function. Okay. So it will display an image. We'll be using image show command. Okay. So and how we are going to use this function? I'm just going to use it by cv2.imageShow window name, comma man. So what is window name is name of the window. So we are going to give the name of the window where we want to display our image. Okay. And mat, it represents numpy array of the image we want to display. So it will be the numpy. You have already discussed about numpy, right? So it represents the numpy array of the image we want to display. Okay. And image write. This is another function in OpenCV. So this is another function in OpenCV. Is my screen visible? Okay. Yeah. Now image write. So if you want to save images to our system, I'm going to use image write. So how I am going to use it? Just I'm going to write this cv2.imageWrite file name. What is file name? Here it is a string that it is representing the path of the image. Okay. File name here is string that will represent the path of the image, comma image. So this will be the numpy array of the image we want to write. Okay. And parameters. Parameters, it specifies like formatting and compression parameters, but the default value will be none. So the default value none is acceptable. Okay. So this is optional. Parameters is. And we have another function wait key. So what does this function will do? It will create a delay. It allows user to display. Suppose I only want to I only want my output window to be visible only for some amount of time. Or else if I don't write this command, what happens is the window will just come and it will go instantly. It will just display and it will go instantly before the user had time to view it. Okay. So it allows user to display a window for specific amount of time. I want my output to be shown only for 10 seconds. I don't need much amount of time to show my output. So in that case, I'm going to use wait key. So it is just to create the delay in our program or in our output. So this is the example code. Okay. So we have discussed about the functions, right? So we have discussed about image read, image show, image write, wait key. So now I'm going to implement this in the code. Okay. So now we are going to load an image and we are going to display the image. So whatever we have discussed about the functions, now we are going to perform that in code in PyCharm. Okay. So we have this code. So now we have code. So now we are dealing with open source, OpenCV library, right? So that's the reason I want, now we are dealing with OpenCV library. Now I want to import that library, because without importing the library, I cannot perform the functions of it. So that's the reason now I'm going to import CV2. So now if I import CV2, what happens? So all the functionalities of OpenCV gets imported in a program. You can easily access the functionalities of the OpenCV library. So now I'm going to use image read to read out image. So I'm taking a variable name image, and what am I going to do? I'm going to read an image, or else I'm going to take an image from the input, and I'm going to give the path to it as a parameter. So cv2 dot image read pictures. So this is the this is the path. Suppose 1 minute. So what did I say? Image read. So path. This is optional thing, but path we are going to give where exactly the image is present in our files or folders. So actually in your computer where your image is present, that you are going to give, and in which format, whether it is in JPG or PNG. If it is JPG, you are going to give .jpg. If it is PNG, you are going to give .png. Okay. And now I'm going to print the shape of the image. I'm just going to write the print image .shape. Okay. So to display the image, what did I say? We are going to use the line cv2.image show, and the output window name, what you want to give the output window name. And for this I'm loading image whatever we have read through input, and wait until a key is pressed for this cv2.wait key. So what this line does, so it will wait for user until or unless some key is pressed. Till then the output will be visible. cv2 destroy all windows. Now what does this do? We have opened every windows, output window and all. So it will just destroy all the windows. Okay. So this line just imports the OpenCV library. So that is used for computer vision tasks. And this line reads an image file named doc.jpg that is located in the pictures directory. And now it will print this line. It prints the shape of the image. Okay, it will print the shape of the image. The shape represents the dimensions, like dimensions of the image. And cv2.image show, this will display the image in a window. So it will display the image in a window with the title as dog image. And then this line, it waits for a keyboard event. Like the argument 0 means what here? Here the argument 0 means it waits indefinitely until a key is pressed. Okay, until or unless a key is pressed, it will be staying like that. The output window will be visible for us. And destroy all windows. So it will closes all the windows opened by the OpenCV. Whatever the windows that has been opened by the OpenCV, it will close the windows. So that's what destroy all windows will do. Okay. So now I'm going to execute this program, whatever we have discussed, in PyCharm. Okay. Okay, now we are going to PyCharm. Hope my PyCharm screen is visible. Okay. So this is what the code we have discussed, right? So for that, I'm actually reading an image.png. For that, I have pasted here. Okay, I have pasted one image.png. Okay, you can even download the images or data from GitHub. So I'm using this image. Now I want to show this image through my code. So I'm going to run this file. Now output has been produced. So whatever I'm giving the input, so the output has been produced. Now, when this window will close, now this window is visible for us like up to indefinite time. And if I'm pressing a key, and now I'm pressing something Q key, I pressed a key, now the window is disappearing. Why? So this is because of this line. So it is waiting until a key is pressed. And how the okay, see now here I have given the CV2 dot. So to display an image, how this image has been displayed, because I have been using this line CV2 dot image show. And why here the output we are giving, I'm giving the window name as output. Okay, I want to give some other name. I've pressed a key. If I give my window name as something like girl, I'll give my window name as girl. See, now the output window name will be girl. And we are processing the image that has been taken as input. Okay, so you understood this code? Any doubts in this code? So to read and write, so we have discussed this thing is for images. Now if I want to read or write, or this is for images, now if I want to manipulate for videos, or if I want to perform some operations on videos, so we are going to discuss how we are going to deal with videos. Okay, so this is a code. So now I'm going to import library, OpenCV library, CV2. This is a updated version. CV2 is updated version of OpenCV library. Okay, so it imports OpenCV library. And now here's cap is equal to CV2 dot video capture 0. So now what is this? This is a line. It takes the it initializes a video capture object. Okay, so it initializes a video capture object named cap. So this will capture the video from the default camera. So it will capture the video from the default camera 0. If I give the parameter 0, it will take from webcam. It will on the webcam, that is default camera. Okay. So and then after that, while cap is open, this line, what does this do while cap is open? So it starts a while loop that runs as long as video capture object, and so as long as the video it captures it, as long as the webcam captures the video, as long as the video capture is open, this whole loop gonna execute. Okay, so while cap is open, it reads a frame from the video capture device. Okay, so frame is equal to, it will read the frame from the video capture device and it stores in the variable frame. And here the return variable will be true if the frame is successfully read. Okay, so now gray is equal to CV2 dot. Now actually this is gray. It converts the captured image. So now whatever the captured image or captured video, whatever it is there, it will convert from blue, green, red to grayscale. What did I say? Actually, it will by default it will take the image in the BGR format, blue, green, red. But it is better to manipulate with gray images, because it will, the operations if you perform on gray or gray video grayscale images, it will give a good scalability. Okay, so that's the reason I'm converting color BGR to gray format. Okay, so this simplifies process, because if you convert it to gray, it will simplify our processing and it reduces our computational load. And now I'm using CV2.image show. The output window name I'm giving as frame, comma gray. Okay, if CV2, okay, now I'm using this line, if CV2.wait key, where there we have given 0, which means whatever the key you press, the output window will be disappearing. But here I'm using this line, it displays CV2.wait key 1. So what does it do? It waits until or unless. So it waits for a key press for 1 millisecond. Okay, and if the key press is Q, so as indicated by the ASCII value, it is Q, like 0xFF. So if it is if if you give the input to the if you give the input to the code from the keyboard as Q, then what happens? The loop will break and the program exits. Okay. So, and why do we are using this AND operation? So this bitwise AND operation, this is used to mask the pressed key to extract the ASCII value. Okay. Now we are going to break the statement. Now cap.release, it releases the video capture object and it releases the camera resource, and destroy all windows means it just closes all the windows that has been opened by the OpenCV. Now we are going to perform this code in the PyCharm. So this is what the code we have written there. And here I'm giving my default camera, that is 0. Okay, so when I run this file, what happens? It will open my camera and it will read the image and it will read the frames. Okay, so now just I'm running my okay, now you can see this has been displayed in the grayscale format because we are converting from BGR to gray. Okay, so now I'm pressing Q. Now I'm pressing Q. 1 minute. So if I press Q or if I press any key, the output window gonna disappear. Okay, so this is the code for that. Now we are going to discuss about the Haar cascade classifier. Now we have deal with images and videos. Now we are going to see a project that's gonna deal with Haar cascade classifier. So just I'm giving the brief introduction on Haar cascade classifier. So what is Haar cascade classifier is? So these are machine learning object detection method. Okay, so it detects the objects in images or videos. So we have dealt with images, right? So when the webcam is opened, it can see different objects. Like you can see human, you can see bottle, you can see whatever the objects displayed in front of the window, or whatever the objects that has been displayed in front of the camera, it will detect, right? So if you want to detect those objects in images or video streams, then you are going to use Haar cascade classifier. Okay, so OpenCV, it includes pre-trained Haar cascade classifiers. So there will be already pre-trained Haar cascade classifiers for various objects. And what are these classifiers? These are XML files. Okay, so these classifiers are XML files. It will contain information about like futures and weights. Like how it will, like suppose if you want to detect the object, like if I want to detect my eyes. So already the classifiers, XML files, that is Haar cascade classifiers, are trained so that it will detect the eyes, like in which way they are, like what are the futures of the eyes. Based on the futures and weights of the eyes, it's going to detect our eyes because it's been trained by the Haar cascade. Like we are going to train it to contain, like so that it can identify different futures and weights. Okay. So the most commonly used Haar cascade classifiers are frontal face default. So it is used for detecting our face, and it is also we can also use Haar cascade to detect eye. Haar cascade eye.xml, and we can also use Haar cascades for smile detection, upper body detection. Okay, face detection. So now in today we are going to perform a small project that is going to detect face of a human by using Haar cascade classifiers. So you might be thinking, what are Haar cascade classifiers? So these are already trained. They are pre-trained classifiers for various objects. So it is going to detect objects or any objects and in images or videos. Okay. So now I'm going to show you a code. Okay. For face detection, I'm showing you a code that is using Haar cascade classifier. Okay. So first, what am I going to do? Import CV2. And then I'm going to load the pre-trained cascade classifier for face detection. I want to detect my face. So I'm going to load the pre-trained Haar cascade classifier. Now, why do we this is used for face detection. So now I am taking a variable name face cascade, and I'm going to store. We are going to use this command cv. We are going to use this function cv2.cascade classifier, and I'm going to give Haar cascade frontal face as parameter to its input. Okay. So now what happens? Okay. So now what happens? It will start the video capture from the webcam. To start the video capture from the webcam, to start the video, so what am I going to do? I'm taking open using the function cv2.video capture 0. What does this 0 means? It will directly take the it will directly capture the video from the webcam. Okay. Now while true. Now until now this we are going to write the loop. So what happens? It whatever the video capture it is there, whatever the video that is been opened to the webcam. So it's going to read capture frame by frame, and it is going to store in frame. Okay. So until like it will be as it receives the frames that has been captured by the video, so that I'm going to store it in frame. Okay. So now I'm going to convert my frame to grayscale for face detection. So now I'm going to convert my frame color BGR to gray. Okay. Now for X, Y, W, H in faces. So now I want to draw, to detect the faces in the whatever. So now it is capturing in grayscale format, right? So it is capturing my face in grayscale. So that's the reason I'm using, I want to detect my faces in grayscale free. So for that, what am I going to do? Faces is equal to face cascade detect multiscale. So this is Haar cascades. They actually work on gray images better. That's the reason we are converting into gray. So now face cascade detect multiscale. So we are using gray scale factor 1.3. So what does this line mean is the grayscale, it detects the input grayscale image gray 1.3 and 5 are scale factor. And their minimum neighbors are 5. Scale factor is 1.3, minimum neighbors minimum neighbors is 5. Like 5 like it can detect the people of 5 faces. Okay. And minimum size will be 30. And we can adjust these factors as per results to improve our detector. Okay. So now whatever it has detected the face using Haar cascade, I want to draw the rectangle around my face detected. For that, what am I going to do? For X, Y, W, H in faces. This line, it iterates to the list of detected faces, and where each face is represented by tuple of 4 values. So X and Y are coordinates of top left corner. So it will it is going to draw the rectangle around our detected face, right? So to the top left corner of the rectangle, X and Y are the coordinates for top left. And W and H, these are width and height of the rectangle. Okay. So now I'm going to draw rectangle. Okay. This line it will draw the rectangle around each detected face on the original image frame. Say on the original image frame, it's going to draw green rectangle. Why am I drawing green rectangle? Means we have discussed 0. We are giving a parameter 0 to 55, 0. This line, so this is the green color. This is an argument. It represents the color of a rectangle. So in BGR format, so this is green. Okay. So frame, this is first argument is image. Second argument is top left coordinates X and Y. And the third argument is lower right coordinates. That is X plus W, that is X plus width, and Y plus H, Y plus height. And here 0 to 55, 0, it represents the color of the rectangle. So here we are using green color. Comma 2 means what? It is the thickness of the rectangle border. How much thickness we want the border to be. Okay. So now I want to show this after it detects my face. I want to show the resulting whatever it detects. I want to show the output frame. For that, I'm using cv2.image show. Window name I'm giving as face detection. The output window will be having the name will be face detection, comma text frame. Okay. Now, so if you press Q, what happens? The video gets exist. The output gets exit, and then it will come out of the loop using break. Now, as I said, cap.release, it will, we are going to use to release the video capture and to destroy all the windows that has been opened by the OpenCV. For that, you are going to use cv2.destroy all windows. Okay. Are you understanding? How to convert in gray format? Okay. So to convert in gray format, what did I say actually? By default, the images have been captured in color format. Color means blue, green, and red, BGR format. So to convert it into gray, we are going to use this line. So cv2.color BGR to gray. Okay. So this line will convert from BGR format to gray. Okay. So now whatever the code that have been discussed now in PyCharm, I will show you by running it. Okay. So now you can see this is detecting the there is a green rectangle around my face. Now this is detecting my face. You can see, right? So this is detecting my face. Okay. So this is how it detects the face and it draws the rectangle around each detected face. For that, to draw the rectangle, we are using this line. Okay. So we are using Haar. These are Haar cascade classifiers. These are already pre-trained to detect the faces. So based on some features, like how can you detect the, suppose if I say, if you want to detect something like tree, how the machine learns that, how the computer knows that it is a tree, because it will have features, right? Like the leaves, stem. So based on its features, it will detect, okay, this is a tree. In the same way, we are going to train our classifiers for face detection based on the features of the face. Okay. So, do you have any questions about today class, like whatever we have discussed? So did you understand this? So why we are using computer vision? What are the tasks? And how to display and read the images? Our cascade classifier, which is going to detect the face. Clear? Still any doubts? So if you have any doubts, you can just post it in chat box. Okay. So meanwhile, we'll do some operations. So we are, this will start video capture from the webcam. Even you can start video capture through the any videos. Like, but for that, I need to give the path for the video that has been present. Like where the video exists, like that. Let's see if we have any doubts, still any doubts, you can just post it in chat box. So did you understand about the computer vision? And OpenCV? So everyone just type in chat box. What did you understand about the OpenCV? What it is? Uh, is OpenCV? Just you can type it in chat box. What did you understood about that? Yeah, objects means living objects, everything like human, animals, cats, like mobile phones, anything object, it will detect everything. But in our code, we used for face detection. Okay, we are using for to detect face. We are using Haar cascades. If you want me to, okay, 1 minute, I'll show you. Okay, so here we have used for so there we have used for face detection, right? So here we have discussed for face detection. We are using Haar cascade frontal face for detecting the face. Now we can also use for eyes and smile detection, I've said, right? So I want to also show you the code for that. So here, this is the code we are using for face, eye, smile. So this is all combined code where you are using detecting the face of a human, eye of a human, and smile. For that, we are using OpenCV and Haar cascade classifiers to detect the face, eye, and smile. So first, what am I going to do? So we are using a variable that will store our execution state, whether the true or false. We are starting the video capture using our default camera webcam. For default camera webcam, we are going to use 0. And we are now it is storing the frames using cap.read. Okay. So we are converting the image into grayscale and we are applying filter. So this is a bilateral filter that will remove all the impurities, because if you start reading, as soon as the webcam it starts reading the images through webcam, what happens, it goes through many impurities. So to remove those impurities, we are applying here bilateral filter. So now to detect the face, or for eye classifier we are using for detection of eye we are using this thing. For face and for face also we are using, and in the face we are going to detect the eye. First I'm going to use the face. Now in the face we don't need to again look for eyes and everything whatever we are seeing in the webcam. So in the face, in the region of our interest is face, in the face we are going to detect the eyes and we are going to detect the smile. So to draw the rectangle around the eyes, we are using this thing to draw the rectangle, and to draw the rectangle around the smile, we are using this thing. Okay. So now I'm going to just run this file. Now when you look, when I'm closing, the eyes are detected. And it is also detecting my smile. When I'm serious, it's not detecting. When I'm smiling, whenever it sees my teeth, it is thinking that I'm smiling. It will detect the smile. And now here I press the letter Q. So as soon as I press the letter Q, the output window is getting exited. Okay, because we have written the code. If we are pressing Q, then it will break. It will come out of the loop. Okay. So we have also discussed how it detects the eyes and smile. Okay. So still any doubts? Yeah. So if you have any doubts, you can just ask it in chat box. Hands-on instruction sheet that will be provided in your LMS. Okay. Still any doubts? What were you asking, Suraj? Suraj, did you got my request? Like, what was your request? Okay, hands-on instruction sheet that will be provided in your LMS. You need to go through your LMS because everything will be provided in your LMS, and you should attend the quiz every day regularly. You should be regular to the quiz, and you should be regular to the classes also. I can see few attendees, they are regular actually. I can just remember their names. Few people are regular and few people are like they join whenever they want to. So if you are regular, it's good for you because everything gonna it like everything your performance will be evaluated at the end. Okay. So still you have any doubts, you can just ask it in chat box. Yesterday there is no quiz. Actually, quiz will be handled by Naveen sir. Actually, he will be posting the quizzes every day. Once you check it again in your LMS. Still any doubts, you can just ask me. I am ready to answer your doubts. Or else is any line you didn't understood or is any line you want me to explain it again? Clear? See, if you based on in one quiz, if you get less in one quiz, it's okay. From the next quiz onwards, you need to attend it properly. Okay. So you just listen to the classes, and once you go through the study materials that are provided in LMS, then after you attend the quiz, because it will be easy for you because already you have gone through the classes and study materials, right? So in one quiz, if you get the less marks, it's okay. But in next quizzes, you try to like perform better. Suraj, I'm answering to you. Okay. Still any doubts? Like, are you facing any difficulties in understanding like that? You can get the recorded lectures in the LMS at Redo platform. Okay. So that's all about today's session. So I'll be waiting for you for your doubts or your queries until 2 minutes. If you have any queries, we are ready to answer. Otherwise, we'll just end our session. That's what about our session today. So today we have discussed about OpenCV. That is the machine learning library that is used for visual data. Okay. Okay. Still any doubts? You can just ask me. Like, where we can see a score. You can, after you attend the quiz, you can see the score, I guess. Any doubts? Or else should I show the PPT again? Is any line you want me to explain? Okay, now we'll end our session. Okay. So that's what about today's class. Okay, now we'll continue our class from tomorrow. Okay. Continue our sessions tomorrow in the same timing, 6 to 7. That's all about today's class. So if you have any queries, the recorded lecturers will be there in the Edredo itself. Okay. Thank you everyone for attending the class and be regular every day. Okay, thank you. I'm stopping the session.